Hello, my name is Jessica. Welcome to another one of my video logs. Uh, Today is December 6th, 2011. Um, and yes, I know, I said I would actually stop or slow down on some of my videos, and I am. Um, this is actually a reply to my previous video dealing with, the drug test at work, stuff like that. So, um, you can see that it's going to be up there, 04D. Oh look, I got wiring up in there now. I got insulation up in there. I used a couple days to my advantage. I went back to work though. So work took me back. Actually, what's really weird is when I went back to work Friday night, I found out later that headquarters actually, because of severity, the quantity and all that, they actually called the local police department. Um, I live in a decent sized town, maybe 20, 30, 40,000 people. I work in a town, however, with a population of maybe 500, maybe 1,000 at the most. I work in a very small town. Um, so, yeah, the police department took the evidence and they didn't find nothing. Um, so, I guess all that, I wasn't set up after all. I mean, I was worried. Maybe I was set up because I'm not out at work. I mean, I wear my hair up. I put a baseball cap on to hide my eyebrows, to shadow them. You know, I wear a hard hat on top of that. I wear this big, huge, brown, bulky monkey suit. And the minute I come home, I take a shower. Um, I dress accordingly. I only have like 3 jeans for work and maybe 5 or 6 shirts, a couple sweatshirts, and that's it. The rest is all me, Jessica. So I take a shower, I get out, I'm clean, I'm dressed up like I am now. If I need lunch meat, if I need to go to Walmart, buy lunch, and do something, I just grab my purse. It don't have no wasp or hornet, spray in there, but I took that out. I didn't want to get, for a concealed weapon or anything. So I just grabbed my purse and, away we go. There ain't nothing to it. I don't know if it gets crossed. I don't know. I need to get different purses. But anyway, so what I was thinking, because when I'm in Walmart, I live far enough away from work, I shouldn't have to worry about it too much, but I'm not going to get all paranoid. Is there somebody at work that's going to notice me? Is there somebody, I can easily get very outed at Walmart and it being brought back over to the workplace. And that's what I was thinking kind of happened. Somebody with, their mobile phones nowadays, grabbing their phone and start taking pictures, getting the camera in there and at the checkout line, hey, look, there's Mike, So that's what I was kind of thinking might have happened, and then I got set up. That's what I was thinking, but no, the police didn't find nothing. The most I can think, and when they took the evidence, and the most I can think is people at work, uh, they, like a Red Bull energy drink or like a Monster energy drink, just the energy drinks. There's some people at work, a lot of them, they have some sort of powder. I don't know the name of it. Stuff you buy over the counter. It's perfectly legal. It's an energy drink. And they mix it up. And that's probably what all those baggies were. But anyway, so here I was overanalyzing, over getting paranoid. I still lost 2 days of work because of it. Nobody claimed it. Nobody's going to after they heard all that other stuff. It just kind of a bummer. I don't do the energy drink. I used to do 3 or 4 energy drinks a day. With my transition, the medicine, I actually had to stop because of my high blood pressure. I cleaned 3 or 4 energy drinks a day. I was, those ain't good for you, though. They ain't good for your blood pressure. And taking the Spiro and all that, you might get away with it when you're younger, but when you get my age, I had to cut those out. I actually got one energy drink in the kitchen there. I've had it for about 6 months. It used to never last me that long. So anyway, that's all that was. But it still infected me. I, during my time off, I got some work done. Like I said, I got the wiring insulated. It's a lot warmer here. I checked out some of my subscriptions, because I make videos here on YouTube, but it ain't all about me. I just started my transition. I subscribe to a lot of other people that I feel have shared some of their wisdom with me and their knowledge. And I take some of the wisdom and knowledge and I put it to good use. And one video in particular was, I guess it was made a couple weeks ago. And I missed it. By one of the ladies that I subscribe to. You might know her. Her name is Jenna. She's, I'd say, I think she said 6 years post-op. I don't know exactly. Sorry if you're watching this, Jenna. Her name's actually Jenna. Where is it at? I want to get those numbers right. Jenna 08848. Is that right? Where's it at? Yeah. Jenna 08848. I'll put a link down here at the bottom of her video. She made this video like a couple weeks ago. And it sort of hit home when I saw the topic. Her topic was staying employed when shit hits the fan. And it was basically about transitioning on the job. Letting work know you're transitioning. And basically, if you haven't seen it, go see it. It's very good. She's got some good points on there. And she raises up some good questions. But that topic is just staying employed when shit hits the fan. I mean, people, they're not going to be as enthusiastic for you and your transition as you are to yourself. I mean, it's like earlier, when my very first part of my transition, and I still do it every now and then. I can't do it now, but I'll be like, oh my gosh, where did that come from? I was doing that. That's my own enthusiasm. Work ain't going to share my same enthusiasm about my transition. Work ain't going to, during the growth spurts, when they start itching, and you start itching, and you're doing the monkey dance. Ouch, that kind of hurts. They're starting to grow again, by the way, and I'm changing the subject, but that's good. I thought I was at a dead stump. They're starting to grow. I'll give you an update about that later. But anyway, that work's not going to share your same enthusiasm. At least my work ain't. I don't know. Your work might, but usually they don't. Unless they can hide you away in the back somewhere and keep you out of public sight. You really got to be careful. Eventually, I'm going to have to transition on the job. Everybody's going to have to transition on the job. If you have a job. Unless you got this stock portfolio somewhere and you're just raking in the thousands and millions of dollars. I figure I'm going to have to maybe around May, maybe around June. When it starts getting too hot, because I work outdoors. Right now it's winter time, it's cold. I'm able to get away with it. If the girls start growing a little bit, they're happy. However, even right now, if they stop growing, come May or June with the humidity, it's going to get hot. Unless I'm wearing a binder, and it gets humid here in Texas. So there's going to be a time I'm going to have to let work know. When that time is, ain't now. I'm trying to work on building safety cushions. I'm trying to keep my job. I talk to my therapist all the time. And two things that pop up. Money. Work. Money. Work. Money. Work. Money. Work. Money. Work. Because I know transitioning needs money. Buys the estrogen. Help pays for the blood panel test. Pays for the therapist. It does a lot of things. I'll buy the sweatshirts, the blouses, new pair of earrings, you know, whatever. But like I said, you know, it should be like 1 year plan, 2 year plan, and maybe a 5 year plan. What's going to happen? So I'm pretty much at the 1 year plan. Um, I if I get fired from work, what am I going to do? I'm going to try to get another job. Um, it's going to be difficult. Um, am I going to have to wear a binder and hide myself to get another job? I don't know. I hope not. But staying employed, especially in this economy, um, I mean, I'm already set up to be depressed. You know, I got, what, an acre down in South Texas. I got a half acre over there. I can just go rent a tent somewhere and just live like a hermit, go on my depression stage and just forget about everything, wither off the planet. That ain't me. Um, there's no textbook answer. There's not. When I first started I know, and I speak like I've been doing this for years. I just started, but when I first started transitioning a few months ago, um, I thought I had a game plan built up. You know, that if something happened at work, um, I could turn around. I could maybe take up sewing, sew some stuff. You know, I, I'm not going to get rich quick. Um, I'd like to work on my voice during this time, you know, between now and May. Um, that way, if I can get a job as a telemarketer or something like that, I've done telemarketing before, um, but I'd like to get the voice down right. My work ain't letting me do it right now. A lot of that's just my own laziness, though, and the fact that I'm getting sick again. I had taken an allergy pill earlier. um, So there are other options, not just about me being a truck driver. There are lady truck drivers out there, and I enjoy traveling over the road, but I'm home every night. I just, right now, I keep this job because it pays good, the insurance is good, and it's about being happy today and tomorrow. Also, when we're being happy today, we need to think about tomorrow, because there's consequences with everything we do. So my therapist gets a little bit frustrated with me, I think, when I tell her, you know, hey, I'm not out at work. And I don't think she's really frustrated with me. I think she's heard it all. She understands. It's almost like she's disappointed, though. Like, I shouldn't care. Like, I should be out at work. And it's just with the market, the job, and maybe it's paranoia, but very rightfully so. You know, if I come out at work all of a sudden and work doesn't share my same enthusiasm, you know, and I lose my job, I lose my source of income, I panic, I get depressed, I worry about getting another job. That's my first steps. Um, if that don't happen, I lose all my income. I can't afford to pay my therapist. I lose her. My hormones are gone. Everything's just gone. I ride so much on money. Money ain't everything, but money does make things go a lot easier. So, uh, you know, I've thought about all this. You know, changing careers, doing something different. But I'm going to ride this train right here as long as I can. And if I get out of it at work and they let me go, so be it. People are going to know about my transition one day or another. I ain't doing this. I ain't going to just openly come out at work. I ain't going to go out of my way to get clocked or figured out. You know, true, when I first started working, and because I had my ears pierced for the longest time already, but when I first started work, I was so paranoid, I would take my earrings out every single day before I went to work. And when I got home, take a shower, put them back in, go to sleep. Wake up, take them back out. Now I work 12, 14-hour days, so you can see where my ears actually were getting infected by doing all that. So one day, a few months later, right around about 3 month mark, I just had to leave them in. Um, a couple people at work were like, "What are you doing in your ears, man?" They'd been there. Leave me alone. Um, the second time, I changed something majorly that was noticeable was, coloring my hair, which you can sort of see now that I brought this inner light in here. It's a little more red. Of course, I wear it in the ponytail now. It's not red, it's brownish with some red, but it's not the blonde that I had. So I put it in the ponytail, and then I put the hat on, so they really don't see the front anyway. And the eyebrows, but when I did both of the hair coloring and the eyebrows, I did it around Halloween time because I was so paranoid again with work. What would people say at work? And I did it around Halloween so I could say, you know what, hey, I'm going to be a pirate for Halloween. Just leave me alone. It's my girlfriend's idea. Just go grab a sport and go to Taco Bell or something. Like nobody said anything though, so that one just sort of went underneath the radar, I guess. Either that or people just didn't say nothing. And so I talk to my brain all the time. And sometimes the answers I get only confuse me more, and sometimes it makes sense. That's why I subscribe to other people's videos. Like I said, you need to see her video. Jenna's, staying employed when shit hits the fan. It's a scary topic, and it brings up some good points. Coming up with game plans and stuff like that. I'm not going to sit here and go buy men's jeans and a t-shirt and buy a whole new wardrobe, though, just so I can keep my job. And I know that's probably selfish of me. I'm probably pretty sure that's not what she meant. I don't know. Everybody transitions differently, and for different reasons, obviously. I'm transitioning because of my depression. I won't lie, my depression was bad. It got really, really bad. I wasn't suicidal or nothing mainly, but I was drinking myself to death. I was just depressed. I don't believe in suicide, but I was slowly killing myself that way with drinking, and I've done drugs in the past, but that's been 10 years now. This is just, it's like a release for me. It's sort of like my electronic cigarette, And yes, I know I shouldn't be doing that, but you know what? It don't have no more nicotine in it, so it's just flavor. It's like candy flavor now. No nicotine. So I'm going to end this video. It's getting long. I just want to, money isn't everything. The transition isn't everything, but my life so far has been happier during this transition. And I've gone through different steps of paranoia through my transition, and I'm still not all the way, I can't go to a hair parlor, a salon, get my hair done and sit here and chat. I have a hard time with the wax, my eyebrows, because of my voice and stuff like that. I need to work on that. And that's my timeline. Just so everybody knows my timeline. I'm thinking May, June, between now and then, save up money, continue doing, my therapist, saving money, working on my voice, so that when I do have no choice, but to show up in the work in a t-shirt because it's so hot and humid out, and them all of a sudden noticing the girls, which you can't see it. See, that's what I'm saying. It's a sweatshirt. Well, this sweatshirt, they ain't making it either. But you know what I'm saying. When it gets that hot and humid out and I work outdoors, people are going to notice. So something needs to be said. And I'm sure I'm going to lose my job during that time. Hopefully it's then when I do lose it. But hopefully I can do enough steps before I lose it to set me up for the next step. The next adventure. And actually, it's like later on this week. I go to work tonight. This is early in the morning, so I'm going to go to sleep here in a little bit, wake back up, go to work tonight, go to work the next night. I'm going to call in sick on the 8th. But it's kind of neat. There's the community center up in Dallas. One of the ladies up there, Fortune 500 company, she's going to go through, give a little quick, 1 hour, 2 hour seminar on, resumes, interviews, stuff like that, for, getting a job and stuff. So I figured I'll call in sick from this because I know I'm going to need this experience a little bit later to keep up with the times. And then after the 8th, I'll go back to work on the 9th, and then I'll have the 10th and 11th off. But so I'm taking steps to ensure that, when something does happen at this job, I can sort of get my foot in the door with another one. As a truck driver, I have my hazmat endorsement. But a hazmat endorsement, it makes me look good on paper because I can drive hazardous. I can haul a fuel tanker. I can haul fuel in a big city. It makes my resume look a little bit good as a truck driver, but when they know I'm transgendered, that sort of takes everything away. Sort of, kind of. And so I don't know. I got a long ways to go, and I got a long time to get there. Not as long as I would have started out earlier. Like I said, I wish I would have had a better education when I was younger. It's not too old for me to get an education now, I know that, but it almost is. With today's economy, more so than ever, employees or employers are actually hiring younger, people that will work for less. And, you see it all the time, but more so than ever with today's economy. But again, watch Jenna's video. It brings up some very good questions. I wanted to make this video a little bit different. I know I didn't. Gave you a quick update. Gave you some of my aspects of what I'm thinking, and thinking out loud when it comes to work. But the way she, and her wisdom, she brings up some other valid questions too. But staying employed when shit hits the fan, when you want to transition on the job, there's going to be a time everybody's going to have to deal with this, unless, like I said, you got, a big, huge stock portfolio and you don't need to work, live in a big mansion, or have some kind of sugar daddy, buy everything for you. That just ain't me. I just have a good game plan, because being happy today, if you're not careful, can have its consequences tomorrow. But at the same token, you don't need to be paranoid about today. You just need to be, you just need to be careful when you transition out in the workplace. Everybody's going to have to do it. You got to take weeks off. If you have the bottom surgery, you can't just have it one day and show up to work the next. You're going to have to take time off. Then there's dilation. There's, many times a day. Work is going to find out. No matter what job it is. Work is going to find out. I know I'm tapping. I don't know if I do that as a nervous thing. When I start talking about something, I notice I do that, though. Um, I know I do it as a nervous system. So yeah, it's kind of, you can sort of see the red better in my hair now. Sort of, kind of almost matches the door, huh? Huh. So anywho, you know, come up with 1, 2 year plans. Make up a 5-year plan. I only came up with a 1-year plan. I'm already progressing a lot quicker than what I thought. You know, mentally, not just physically, not growing, but mentally. I mean, when I first started transitioning, believe me, I didn't know I'd be carrying a purse everywhere I go, except for work. I don't carry a purse. But everywhere I go, and now that I carry the purse everywhere, I'm getting manned a heck of a lot more. A lot more. Of course, I could just be a few other things too with the hormones. I need to work on my voice. I need to go back to my game plan. My game plan does involve my voice. So I'm gonna, next time I go see my therapist, I'm gonna see a voice coach or something like that. She's gonna give me a list of the transgendered voice coaches in my area. I probably have to do 1 or 2 sessions of that. Because I'm watching the YouTube videos, I'm watching the other videos, but I'm missing something. Right now my throat's sore. I think I'm getting sick. And yesterday I just crammed, the last couple days I crammed all this in here. I don't think I got any insulation in me, but man, my throat's so sore and everything. So, you know, you got to be true. You got to be yourself. Until next time, peace with the big hands. I know, those are hands of labor. I hate my hands. But anyway, until next time.